Alright, this is SJ Talks in Life coming back at you with another video. If you're new to my channel, do me a favor and hit that subscribe button, please and thank you. All new subscribers, thank you so much for subscribing. Returning subscribers, thank you so much for supporting me and watching my content. It is really appreciated. This is on the heels of the video I done yesterday about today is August the 28th, 2022. This is on the heels of the video before this one. It's going to be before this one in the rotation about the young lady, the therapist that got fired for telling black men that they needed to get therapy. And I was bringing out the point that she was right. She was correct in what she was saying. Well, mostly what she was saying. Most of the stuff she was saying was, I mean, basically trying to tell black men that they need to get therapy. Pretty much is what she was trying to say. And they do. They do need to get therapy. Because, I mean, it's a lot going on. I think all black people can benefit from therapy because a lot of us are dealing with trauma. However, as a result of her trying to help black men, a lot of the black women's fear and divestors are saying that she shouldn't have went there because she got lost her job as a result of her trying to help black men, and they're saying that she shouldn't have went there. She should have been trying to help them, you know. So that I guess they're not feeling really sorry for her that she lost her job. But I feel bad for the young lady. I went on her TikTok and followed her, and I support the sister. The sister was trying to do something positive and everything. It just didn't, whatever, her approach or how she went about it. Just, I guess, didn't align with her company's values or whatever like that, and she broke some protocols or whatever. But a lot of people saying it wasn't right that they got rid of her and all that kind of stuff. I'm not a therapist. I don't know what their rules and guidelines are, but I know that when you work, especially particularly in healthcare, you have to be careful what you talk about as far as your job. You have to, I know because of HIPAA and everything, you have to be really careful, and I guess it's a certain way they want you to carry yourself and all that kind of stuff. But I looked at her TikTok account, and she's had quite a few videos before that. She's been on there for quite some time, and she's got quite a few videos before that one. So I guess that hit that. I guess that one was the final one that nail in the coffin that I guess affected her job. However, with that being said, I pray for the sister. I pray that she can get on her feet and that she can get something else and everything like that. But there is a need for black therapists in the black community. You know, yes, there's definitely a need for black therapists in the black community. And I think there's more black people should actually consider going into that field. I found out that you have to have a master's degree to actually practice therapy. You have to have a master's. This getting a psychology degree is not enough. You have to go on to pursue your master's to do clinical work, to actually become a therapist. So it's a lot of schooling that's involved in it. It's a lot of schooling that's involved in it. So it would be nice if more black people would go into that field because our people certainly need it. But anyway, I'm going to link that video up to this one. Well, I wanted to make the point that maybe black women shouldn't be focused so much on saving black men. Maybe we should save ourselves. Maybe black women should focus and concentrate on saving ourselves. You know, maybe I think the black women's instinct is to protect I think the black woman's instinct is to protect our men. I think that's our instinct. A lot of us have black sons. I know that's my instinct, especially when it comes to my sons. But my sons are grown men, you know. They're perfectly capable of protecting themselves. And I pray and I ask God to keep His hands on them throughout their journeys, throughout their travels, throughout the day, and everything like that. But at the end of the day, they're grown men, you know, and they're perfectly capable of protecting themselves. And so that's the way that we have to look at it. I think it's the black woman's instinct to want to protect black men. But the truth and reality is that they're men and they're perfectly capable of protecting themselves. In a lot of cases, we need protecting from them. And I'm not trying to be mean, I'm not trying to be funny, but it is what it is. I mean, the facts speak for themselves. In most cases, you know, we need protection from them. In most cases. I hate to state the obvious, but it's true. But I think with need to, black women need to focus on protecting ourselves. We need to save ourselves, black women. We need to protect ourselves. And to trust one person to protect us. Jehovah God and Jesus, two people. We rely on God to protect us. And we need to focus on saving ourselves. We know that black men need therapy. We do. We know they do. But they made it very clear that they didn't want this young lady helping them. You know. So we need to focus on saving ourselves. Because if we steady trying to save them, protect them, and save them, we're going to hurt ourselves in the process. We're going to get hurt in the process, whether it be emotionally, physically, financially, spiritually. We're going to get hurt in the process. And we're women. It is not our job to protect men. You know, God says in the Bible, we are the weaker vessel. So it's not our job, sisters, to protect our men. They are perfectly capable of protecting themselves. They need to save themselves. We need to focus on saving ourselves and protecting ourselves and any children that we have. Because it's our job to be the overseer of our children. And that's what we need to, when they're young, underage, not when they're grown. And that's what we need to do, sisters. We need to save ourselves. Save ourselves. Save ourselves from heartbreak. Save ourselves from emotional trauma, physical trauma, learning our worth as women, not allowing ourselves to be abused mentally, physically, and emotionally. And just working on ourselves, not allowing men to use us sexually, just working on ourselves, work on saving ourselves. And we can save each other too. But you know, our sisterhood is so divided in our community. Our black sisterhood is so divided. As a collective, we're kind of divided, you know. So it's really sad that we need to look out for each other more. Because as a rule, you know, black women are not protected. We're the least protected women in society. So we know that we should rely on God and ourselves and each other. And look out for one another and the children. That's what really we should be doing, but we're not doing that like we should because, you know, our sisterhood is divided. You know, we need to get a closer sisterhood. You know, we need to, I don't know, I've always gotten along good with my sisters. I've always gotten along good with my black sisters. And for the most part, I've always gotten along well with my black sisters for the most part, you know. And I've heard some black women saying that, you know, they clash with other black women, and I can honestly say that I don't. In most cases, I don't have problems with my black sisters. I don't, you know. But the other race, I do. I'm not gonna go into all that, but yeah, yeah. I don't know what it is about me, but yeah, and them, but yeah. When I've had issues, most of the time, 9 times out of 10, it was the other race. Yeah, but yeah, but most of the time, I get along pretty well with my black sisters. And you know, we need to form a closer bond with our sisters, and get a stronger sisterhood, you know, going, so we can look out for one another and protect our children, because our children are being raped, beaten, killed. We gotta do a better job, sisters, of protecting our children. We can't keep letting these pedophiles and abusers around our kids. We can't do it. Sisters got to stop letting these devils, these Satan, evil men around, abusers and pedophiles and all that. Stop letting those men around your children. We must do a better job of protecting our children. Because I'm tired of hearing cases in the news where children are getting raped and abused and killed. I'm over it. And women, we need to do a better job of protecting. If our men are not going to help us protect our children, then we need to do a better job of protecting our children, because we are the overseers of the children. You know, the hierarchy is God, man, women, and children. So he made us in subjection over the children. So yeah, we do have a responsibility to our children, and we gotta black women gotta do a better job of protecting the children. And that means working on yourself, learning your worth, not allowing these people around you, working on yourself. We need to work on saving ourselves, black women. On all levels, we need to work on saving ourselves. Don't worry about, well, we can't, don't focus on our men. Our men are perfectly capable of taking care of themselves. You know, they're men. They're men. And it's not our job to protect them. And I know that with black women, that's the instinct. But we gotta reprogram our minds in that aspect. You know, we have to reprogram our minds in that aspect. And we need to focus on saving ourselves and protecting ourselves and our children and each other. That's what we need to do as black women. Because it seems like every time we try to do that, it goes left. You know, when we try to save these black men or whatever, it goes left. And not just in her situation, but in a lot of situations. In a lot of situations, black women are getting killed and murdered and, you know, put in jail because we're trying to look out. We're trying to look out and protect, look out. We got to stop this. We got to stop it. They're supposed to be protecting us, but they're not. They're doing a crappy job at that. So we have to rely on God to protect us. Well, my sons protect me. They do a pretty good job of protecting me. So, I mean, I'm good in that aspect. But as a collective, they're doing. Black men are doing a crappy job of protecting black women. We're the most unprotected women in the world. That's why we must rely on God, Jesus, each other. Yeah, that's what we got to do. That's what we got to do. Save ourselves. Black women, save yourselves on all levels. So I'm going to link that video up to this one. Yeah, that's something to meditate on. We need to save ourselves, black women, and stop worrying about our men, because they're just that. They're men. Okay? Okay, so go ahead and hit that subscribe button, hit the thumbs up if you like this video, share and notification bell. Until the next video, be blessed.